Hi guys, it's the kid from Natural by Nature, and I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 things that you should know before you big chop. I currently big chopped this January 26th of 2013. I am currently 5 months natural, and these are just some things that I wanted to share with people who are considering the big chop. The number one thing that I suggest is to be sure, and this is with any major hair decision, be sure this is what you want to do. If you're transitioning, it becomes too hard, then get a protective style. But be sure that you really want a big chop, because you really have to be prepared, especially if you've been a short-term transitioner, to have short hair. My number two suggestion before you big chop is to make time. Don't do this on a whim. Don't make the time. Make it the whole day. Like, plan it out. Make sure that you don't have any errands to run. I know emergencies comes up, but make sure you make the time to take your time to big chop. My number three thing that you should do, or that you should know before you big chop, is that you need to have the right tools. Make sure that you have a good pair of hair scissors. Make sure you have any products that you're going to use. If you need more support, make sure they're available. Make sure that you just have everything that you need. Your oils and your moisturizers and caps and, everything that you're going to need to be prepared for this big chop. The other thing that you should do, or that you should know before you big chop, is to get in love with this right here, your face, because when you big chop, you are giving everybody all face all the time. You're not gonna have, I like bangs, and I like the bangs to come across and to cover all this up, but when you big chop, there's no chance of that. So get real comfortable with your face. Now this is just a suggestion. I haven't done it, but in the beginning I did it a lot, and sometimes when I'm in the mood, which brings me to my next suggestion, is makeup. Because you're giving people so much face, you probably want to, make sure you have gloss on. You might want to wear, eyeliner, mascara, just something to kind of jazz it up, because like I said, once again, you're giving them all face. The next thing that you should know, this is kind of like almost after you big chop, is that you're probably going to get more love from strangers than you are your family. A lot of my family was just like surprised, because I have had shoulder length hair for a long time. I've had braids, I've had weaves, and I have had it cut short before, but I was always relaxed, so it was always some curled up in some kind of style. But this time when I big chopped, my dad was like, "Hey, is everything okay? Do we need to discuss anything?" Because it was just such a drastic move. And it is. You don't think it is. You think that it's just hair. And in essence, it is. But it is a really drastic decision. And not everybody is going to be ready for it. But it's okay. Be brave. But just know that the people that you think is going to like it the most is probably the ones who are going to hate it. The next thing I suggest is that you love your texture. No matter what it is, no matter how many textures that you have. I don't get into a lot of hair typing, because I know you have different textures all over your head, but I'm around a 4A if you wanted to type, but not all the parts of my hair are 4A. Some are a little bit straighter than others, some are a little bit coarser, so whatever it is, you just have to embrace it and love it and work with it. So love your texture. And just know that when you're transitioning, that it's not going to look quite the same once you chop it off. So you might see a lot of curly things, and that's the thing that's going to make you want to big chop, is when you see that texture coming in and it's wavy and it's curly. But it might not be necessarily what you get once you cut off the dead weight of the relaxed ends, because really the relaxed hair is kind of weighing it down, so it might look a little different to you. So just be prepared to embrace it. And there's tons of YouTube videos out here, and there's tons of forums that you can look at, and you can get all the information you need about your texture and what to do about moisturizing and washing and co-washing and conditioning. So just be prepared to love your texture, guys. My next thing, and this is really with anything that you're doing, is to educate yourself. You are going to have to learn about hair. You're going to have to learn about hair before you can learn about your hair. So everybody, when I was beginning, everybody was like, listen to your hair, listen to your hair. Well, I don't speak hair follicles, so I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to be listening to and how to respond back. So, I've been reading. I recently purchased The Science of Black Hair, which is a great book. I've gotten books from the library. I went online and I'm looking up things about oils and moisturizers and pH balance, and there's tons of information on YouTube to help with that. But The Science of Black Hair is a really good book to kind of help you. It gives you like a mini science lesson on hair, which is really good if you, like me, I didn't know necessarily how to do my hair when it was relaxed. I know that once I came out of the hairdresser's chair, it was wrapped up at night and it was unwrapped in the day, and that was kind of it. And I really didn't try to touch it until I went back and I kind of let her handle it. So you're going to have to educate yourself a little bit on hair. So just be prepared for that. But hair is very interesting. You might not think so, but once you get into this natural hair world, you'll find out that there's a lot to learn. Number 9. This tip is one that you might not think about. This one still kind of frustrates me. I have a TWA. I still have some conditioner and stuff. And it's short. So when I want to do twist outs or braid out, something like that, it's kind of too short for that. So but there's always an option. I've had my hair braided up into styles. There's always Senegalese twist. There's always, full sew-ins. There's always a lot of options. So just don't get bored. Just know that there are things out there that you can do. And my number 10 tip for things that you should know before you big tap is to relax, have fun with it. It's your journey. It's going to be high at times, it's going to be low at times, but it's always going to be a fun ride. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is the things that you should know before you big chop, and I'm the kid from Natural by Nature signing out. Bye guys.